What's up, BJ? Tim is here. Well, not only was the Oscar nominations announced, but the day before, like always, the Razzie Awards were announced, which pretty much is honored the worst of films. Which, despite sometimes they always do nominate stuff that I've enjoyed, I do get a kick out of the Razzies. I mean, they are not really should be taken seriously, nothing like that, but they are just kind of fun, nonetheless. But here are the Razzie Awards. All right. Worst picture, the nominees are Blonde, which is funny because Anna Ramos actually just got an Oscar nomination for this, but hey, there's I mean, there has been times where films have actually got Oscars and Razzies at the same time. Like last year was House of Gucci. I can't really think of what I believe Suicide Squad also, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, say what you want about the movie, you can't deny how great Ana de Armas was. So I'm glad that she got that Blonde at least. I'm glad she got nominated for an Oscar for Blonde. But hey, anyway, worst picture Blonde. Good Morning, The King's Daughter. Who boy that was terrible. Morbius and Pinocchio. Worst director. The nominees are Judd Apatow for The Bubble, Andrew Dominic for Blonde, Daniel Espinosa for Morbius, Machine Gun Kelly and Maud's son for Good Morning, and Robert Zemeckis for Pinocchio. Worst actor, the nominees are Pete Davidson for Marmaduke, Tom Hanks for Pinocchio, Machine Gun Kelly for Good Morning, Jared Leto for Morbius, and Sylvester Stallone for Samaritan. Worst actress, now looks like, here's the thing. All right, let me read this. Bryce Dallas Howard for Jurassic World Dominion, Diane Keane for Mac and Rita, Kaya Scodelario for The King's Daughter, Alicia Silverstone for The Queen, and one person who was actually nominated was Ryan Kier Armstrong for Firestarter, but looks like there was like some sort of backlash about them nominating a child actor, and looks like she's not nominated anymore. So, the movie I thought was terrible, but I would say she was actually the redeeming quality of that film. So yeah, I mean, I understand the backlash, but hey, I'm I mean, I wouldn't even mind if they nominated Zac Efron. Like Zac Efron, I like, but he wasn't all that great in Firestar. But Ryan Keir, I thought she was literally the only good part about that film. So there's that. But oh boy, I mean, and of course the Razzies have actually nominated child actors before. A few that come to mind: Macaulay Culkin they nominate, Gary Coleman, Jake Lloyd. So they've nominated kid actors before. Going all the way back to Brooke Shields in the Blue Lagoons, who actually won. So there's that. But anyway, worst supporting actor, the nominees are, oh boy, poor Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson for Good Morning, Tom Hanks for Elvis, Maud Sun for Good Morning, Xavier Samuel for Blonde, and Evan Williams for Blonde. Worst supporting actress, Adria Arjona for Morbius. Thank God she bounced back with Andor. Fan Bing Bing for the 355 and the King's Daughter, Lorraine Bracco for Pinocchio, Penelope Cruz for the 355, and Maria Sorvino for Lamborghini, the man behind the legend. First screen combo. The nominees are both real. These are always fun. These are always funny. Both real characters in the faceless White House bedroom scene in Blind. If you know what scene I'm talking about, yeah. Andy Dominic and his issue with women for Blind. Wow. Tom Hanks and his Lexix Laden face and ludicrous accent for Elvis. Machine Gun Kelly and Maud Sun for Good Morning. And the 365 sequels of wow, that's fun right there. Worst remake, ripoff, or sequel. The nominees are Blonde, the 355, 365 days this day, and the next 365 days. Firestarter, Jurassic World Dominion, and Pinocchio. And worst screenplay, the nominees are Blonde, Good Morning, Jurassic World Dominion, Morbius, and Pinocchio. One thing I'm surprised they didn't have was like the Razzie Redeemer Awards because they've actually always had that. I would have expected Brent Fraser to actually get nominated for that one or Nicolas Cage, but hey, but that aside, not bad here. pretty sure Morbius is gonna sweep the whole awards. I mean, I'll be shocked if Morbius doesn't win. I'm a little disappointed Blonde got some love because I actually didn't mind Blonde, and I really quite like Zemeckis' Pinocchio. But hey, they didn't see my way, so cool, I guess. But it's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna win. And the sad part, they never really advertise this. I would love to see the Razzies actually get either advertised or stream or something like that. That would be cool. But anyway, I think maybe because majority of people never show up. There's only been few actors who have actually shown up to accept their awards. One of which I remember was Sandra Bullock because, of course, that was the same like a day before she actually won her Oscar for Blindside. So of course, she actually accepted the award for that movie All About Eve. I think it was called, not Eve. All About Steve. I think it was called. And of course, the infamous one was Halle Berry showing up to for an award for Catwoman, which you guys can probably still see the video, but that one is hilarious. But anyway, the Razzies will actually be handed out on March 11th, 2023. Let me leave you guys. What are your thoughts on the Razzie nominations? Were they surprises? Who do you think is going to win the award here? Are there some films you think should have got nominated instead? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Sumisaya.